Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Shelly Home Design. In today's video, we're going to take this rough thrifted chair that's in not very good shape, and we're going to turn it into this. I'm really happy with the result, and I really hope you guys like it too. So let's see how we did this. So I found this chair at a thrift store for about $10. It has really good bones, it's got some nice detailing, but it is in really rough shape, and whoever did the back green part right there clearly has no appreciation for beauty. So I wanted to fix this chair up and turn it into something a lot more beautiful. So let's see what we can do with this chair, shall we? So first I'm going to take off all of the exterior portions of the top and get it down to basically bare bones. And then I'm going to remove the seat. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to pull out all of the nails and all the staples that are in place. And then I'm going to go through and fix up the chair, kind of tighten it, make sure that it's not going to fall apart. So enjoy. Now it's time for the painting portion. So first I'm actually scoring everything down with steel wool. That's my my tool of choice for scoring furniture like this because it's got a lot of curves and it helps get around that very well. And it scores it really well so that the paint sticks. I'm actually reinforcing a little bit extra here, and I'm going to go through with wood filler and fill that up later. And I'm also using wood filler to fill up all of the holes from before because this portion will be exposed in the finished product. After that, I'm going to go through with this fine sandpaper block and I'm going to sand everything down so that it is smooth. After all that prep is done, we are now going to actually paint it. I'm starting with a flat black primer here, and I'm painting every single portion of this chair to make sure that there's nothing left untouched. And then we're going to go in with this gold spray paint. I actually changed the spray paint later on, but I did not record that, so the color will be a little bit different towards the end because I thought this one was just a bit too shiny. Then after painting it, I'm going to go over it with a coat of lacquer. And I actually do 2 or 3 coats of lacquer here to make sure that it does not chip on me. Now for the cushion. I decided to keep it the way it was, except add some extra batting on it. And so I'm doing that right now, and I am just stapling it into place. And the corners I will staple in, like pull them and then staple them and then trim the excess off. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to get my fabric out and measure it a little bit. And then I'm going to go through and cut that out. And I'm going to staple it as well, starting from one side and working to the other from the middle outward. And then once we get to the corners, I kind of fold them in, and you can see how I do that right there. And then I will trim the excess off. Now back to the chair, we are going to work on the back of it. So I'm first start by stapling in a piece of fabric starting from the middle on each side of it and then making sure that it's very taut all the way through. And then instead of trimming that, I actually fold it up. Then I'm going to go through with some burlap material and I'm going to make a cross pattern, and that is going to be the structure to make sure the chair does not fall apart. And then I just trim that pillow into a curved shape so that it has a nicer look for the finished product. Then I'm going to take some batting, cut that out, and then staple that around the foam, just for some added support and a little bit better shape. And now I'm going through and I am working on putting the actual fabric on top. As you can see, there are a few puckers. I didn't do the best job with this, but I'm pretty happy with the way it looked out in the end. After stapling it all, I will trim this part. And then I'm going through with a glue gun, and I'm actually gluing the edges so that they do not fray. And then I'm going through with this GIMP. And the GIMP is actually going to be covering up all of the staples and the raw edges. And I actually do 2 layers of that GIMP. And now I'm going to add a little layer of cord on the upper edge of the wood here. I think it looks really good. It's definitely not something that you have to do. I just thought that it would add a little bit of an extra detail to the chair. And now I'm adding a piece of fabric to the back to make sure that the bottom is not visible from the front when the cushion is in place. And so I'm just gluing that in to cover all of the raw edge. And then I'm going to put the cushion on, and this is the finished chair. Here it is in all of its glory. I'm really happy with how this chair turned out. I think it looks pretty good. And you can see the different color of gold. I actually went with a more dull color because the first color was way too shiny. As you can see here, the GIMP isn't perfect, and there's some puckering along the cushion. But this is my first time doing this, and we all learn as we go. I love how the back turned out though. It's really taut and nice. And so here are some pictures of the before. And pictures of the after. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you like me and the stuff that I do, then please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me, and it really helps to further the channel. And it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna have a great one myself, and I will see you next time. Bye.